to action, and he said yes. He says that he doesn't care for the consequences. He's counted the cost, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't care for the consequences.
So, Ali, if you have any questions for him, I can.
Ready? All right, here we go.
We'll just wait for a bit. I think there's like a delay. So she said, "Let's go, real men." Let's go, real men.
Okay, so my call to action is this bill that was signed by the governor for adult people to have sex with minors should be outlawed. It should be illegal. And I think that people who consent to things like that are psychopaths. Psychopaths. And they should not be living in this society. And that's my call.
Okay, so what do you have to say about human traffickers?
Well, human traffickers. Yeah. Human traffickers. I told this woman here, you can boil this problem down to a broken family. What is the reason that the kids get into this situation in the first place? It's because the family is broken. You know, there's people that are intentionally breaking families in this country so that these kids, you know, become unprotected. They don't have the protection of the father, of the mother. If you're fighting human trafficking, you need to first fight the destruction of the family. You know, the family needs to be kept together with the father and the mother involved in it. If the father and the mother are involved, you will not have human trafficking because the father and the mother will protect their kids. You know, so that's number one thing.
So she wants to know, what do you have to say to human traffickers if it was trafficking to them directly?
Well, you know, so I'm saying we have to break that network, whatever the network of human traffickers are. But number one way to do it is you have to keep the family together. There's no other remedy. There's no other remedy than to keep the father and the mother together. You know, if the father and the mother are together, the kid will never get into that network. You understand this? This is critical. And it's something that somebody has made a plan to intentionally destroy families.
If you were talking to them directly, though, so I'm sorry, my eyes, what do you have to say to a human trafficker if you were talking to them directly? What would you say to a human trafficker?
Okay, well, I would say stop it. I would say stop it because it's inhumane. You know, it's inhumane. Human beings do not deserve to go into this process. Human beings do not deserve to go through what you're putting this kid through. It's inhumane, and you should stop it right now. You know, but human trafficker, because they also are looking for money. You know, they're earning money doing this. You know, so you know they're not going to stop it as long as money is involved. As long as they're making money doing it, they will not stop it. The way to stop it is to keep the family together, and you know we cannot get away from that. That's my answer.
What do you have to say to the children still in legal slavery? The children that are now. What do you have to say to a child?
Well, that help is on the way. You know, help is on the way. There are people like us that are speaking up. There are people like this, like us, that are fighting in court. You know, we will go to court in this and fight for these children to be free. You know, and we have to fight to dismantle this network. This network.
Disrupt the demand.
Yeah. So these children can be free. That's what I would say to them. Help is on the way because not everybody is silent. I've talked to a lot of people in California. What they're going to do about this? They just say, "Well, I'm going to move to Texas." If you just move to Texas, the problem is still in California, right? The problem is still in California. So we have to stay in California, and we have to fight for the problem to be solved in California. You know, we don't have to move to Texas, you know, and we don't have to move to China either, and we don't have to move to any part of the world. We have to stay where we are and fight against the people that are perpetrating this and get it to stop.
Yes, she said, "Yes, sir. I'll be on the way." Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much. All right. Thank you.
Sure,
God
sure.
bless
Take
you.
care.
Take care. What is your name, sir?
John the Light. John the Light.
John the Light.
Yes. I'm the light.
Yes.
I want to be the
John
light.
the Light.
Yeah. Shining light where there's obscurity, like this thing, you know.
Yeah.
And don't be afraid to say it, even if it costs you your life. Even if it costs you your life, you would have saved somebody else's life. You know, you're fighting to save somebody else's life. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to speak up. You know, say what you think, whatever you are. And I was just fired last week because I spoke up. You know, and I don't want to make dirty money. You know, I was in a position where I could just shut up my mouth and make all the money in the world, you know, for years and years and years, not say anything. But if you're doing that, you're killing something somewhere, just like in this case.